in Week 13. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make...
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Michael Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Jaguars 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to score. It's a freaking touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And it's third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. He'll fire. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow on play action. And finding the tight end Hooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Gain of 17 yards.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run for Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run with a 4th-year back. It's Austin Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball carrier.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Accelerating, and off he goes. Pass
They are not ready for us.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I know what we just saw. That's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they get him down, but not out before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Bring it! Bring it! And they're going to bring this one back. It's a final return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
25-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 25 on second down, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 18. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And Blake, the tight end's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that's caught inside the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by Miles.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
He was
running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
48-yard line.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The tackle made just
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
2nd and 9.
And they go play action now. Burrow able to get this to Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Terrell Burgess.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To Tavon Austin. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. for this. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Burrow, 33 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Operating from the gun, Jackson. The open man is Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Able to hit his target Lamb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a ring.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Zach Bourne in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Burrow from his own end zone. Open man is Michael Thomas. A real letdown down defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
4 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of a yard.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to find his man. That's Taylor Austin. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
On the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
To go.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marlon Davidson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Blankenship on for the field goal. A 50.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson completes it to Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
Throwing now. Jackson on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One last shot for Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that really